Got a question here asked on LockerGnome.net by Cypher's Son. And the question is quite simply, how do you rate an app's quality? Well, see, how I would rate an app or an application, a program, a utility, whatever, how I would rate the quality of an application may be different from the way you rate an application, which is just frustrating to me at this point in time. Because we have services, let's say like the Android Marketplace or the iTunes App Store, any download website. What you're looking for is completely different from what I'm looking for. I mean, yes, I may be looking for a certain feature, but if it's an ugly application, I'm not all that likely to use it or recommend it. In fact, even if it does exactly what I want it to do, doesn't mean that I'm going to give it 5 stars out of 5 stars. I may give it 3 out of 5 stars because I think the icon is ugly, which may sound crazy to you, but again, the way I rate things is completely different from the way that you rate things. So be careful when you read ratings on websites and reviews from publications, because you never really know if they have the same eye as you do. Some people are all about the features. They don't care how it looks. And it could be as ugly as a baboon's ass, assuming you're someone who believes that a baboon's ass is ugly. Now, would you rate a baboon's ass 5 out of 5 stars? Well, as far as baboon's asses are concerned, I'm sure a baboon's ass is great. But as far as an elephant's ass is concerned, 1 out of 5 stars if I was looking at a baboon's ass. It's all relative, folks, right? Because one ass is going to be... app. I was off by a couple letters there. App, not ass. Sorry. Not to say that a baboon couldn't program a decent app, or that it wouldn't look like a baboon's ass when a baboon got done. Although, I've seen a few apps out there that look like they were programmed by a baboon's ass. Of course, I'm stuttering at this point, but I think you get, what I'm driving at here. The way I rate apps is completely different from the way you rate apps, or videos, or anything, quite honestly. So keep that in mind when you look at the little picture. The big picture is much more important. What does everybody say something is valued at least in terms of ratings? And for me, it is absolutely a combination of usability, design, features and functionality, support. I'm talking about the full package. I mean, that's the only way you're ever going to see a 5 out of 5 star rating, 10 out of 10 stars, whatever the metric happens to be. Because at this point in time, most of those rating systems suck. And here's why. And this is exactly how all of those app stores or websites can improve the rating system. Instead of me seeing what everybody rates it as, let me get perspective and really connect with those who have rated other apps similar to the way that I've rated apps. So let's say another individual out there has rated similar apps that we've both rated in a similar capacity. So the chances of me really valuing that person's rating is far greater than valuing Joe Nobody's rating on a baboon's app or ass or whatever. Kind of get the picture, right? So it's much more important for me to understand how an app is rated by an individual, because I already know that I can't judge just simply on a generic rating. 5 out of 5 stars doesn't mean jack to me. And heck, I guarantee that by this point in time, so many YouTube users have disliked this video that you may be thinking, well, wait a minute, this was a pretty good video because Chris was kind of onto something with this whole ass app thing. Maybe. It's all relative. But to me, it contains those 4 pieces that I mentioned before. What about you? I'm guessing that you rate an app completely differently than I do. I could be wrong. Maybe we think alike, you and me, even if you are a baboon. Chris@Pirillo.com is my email address. Of course, you can answer your threads there on LockerGnome.net if you want to. You can ask your own questions as well. We've also got Twitter.com/Chris Pirillo. That's where you can follow me. And yes, I do read everybody's tweets, as many as I can follow. Facebook.com/Chris Pirillo is another subset of our community. Then we have coupons.lockergnome.com, Chris.Pirillo.com, Geeks.Pirillo.com, and then the chat room, of course. We are typically talking tech, even if I'm not there with a live video feed. We got that IRC network that you can access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.perillo.ass. We'll see you later.